Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the first week of, ooh, I was fast, copies. Already have a jumper. First week of August 2019. Another card, and I almost said June instead of saying August. And we are using the Dreams of Gaia, and I'm not yet completely familiar with this card. I'm still learning it, but Spirit really wanted me to use it. So here we go, and I will pull out that book so I can give you guys the most of it, because I do channel energy, but also I know this deck is so different than the regular tarot that we used to, the definitions of, you know, of what it means to be, let's say, a seven of air, for example. So there are times if my intuition tells me to pull the book, I will pull out the book for you guys, okay? But what we have here is the 12 of water. Yes, the counselor. And we have major arcana 20 with desire. So emotions are high here. And here we have our third one for you, Cappies. We have the 9 of fire, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air. And I already know I'm going to take some clarification for you. And we're using the After Tarot for this. So the Counselor card, it's almost kind of like the... It's almost like the Knight of Water, you know, the Knight of Cups, if you will. And the Counselor card, I feel like for you, Capricorn, this time, it's almost like Spirit is calling you to go back and revisit your emotions. How do you really feel? It's almost like to be your own counsel. Look at the third eye above the crown chakra. It's very interesting how in this deck, and this is the book, by the way, we're gonna pull on that Counselor card. Like, for example, we do not have this card in the regular tarot, and I'm already channeling the energy. I feel like you need to be your own counsel to go a little bit deeper into how you really feel, right? Or to check in with somebody about how somebody's feeling. But let's see what they have to say here, because I feel like we need to get a little bit more about this card for you. Let's see here what we have for 12 of water. Okay, a time of questions and mixed emotions. On the nose, isn't it? Look beyond the words to the emotions. Mixed or confused emotion. Listen, hear, right? Seek objective counsel, an emotional complex situation, a lack of empathy. So there's a real sense here for you to take your time to pay attention how you're really feeling, to really sort out your emotions, right? So it's like offers their thoughts in an objective manner. So the counselor usually is very objective in the way they offer their thoughts. They know the facts of the situation, right? They don't give instructions. They just give like advice, or how do they see the situation, if you will. But here it's almost kind of like, if you've been too much in your emotions about something, you've been too deep thinking about like the feelings, deep into your feeling about something, it's almost like you need to sort out those emotions and to kind of like be your own counsel, to really think more with your mind in a way. That's what I'm getting here, okay? And what we have in the middle is desire. It's kind of like, what exactly do you want? It's not just about like what do you feel about that situation? What are those emotions telling you? These emotions are so deep or so confusing, because it's almost as if what you really desire is not clear. Or you clear about what you desire, but the emotions don't match. There's a, like, we had mixed feelings, excuse me, Capricorn, earlier when we read the Counselor, but I feel the same feeling I'm getting here with the desire. And we have this, all this archetype energy in these animals here, right? We have like the lion on fire. We're calling it fire. We have that, is that an owl here for the air element, and we have that black eye. I cannot see what it is. I want to say it's a panther, right? And then we have what seems to be like a ram, yeah, in the middle, and he's holding on to the lion, the fiery energy. And there's a red lotus flower talking about, again, passion and desire. And this was like to the fire, to the lion, which is like real passion, Leo energy, if you will. This is a major arcana. They're talking about, like, that's what he's looking at. What is he passionate about? What is the desire, the really fiery desire? But it's almost like there's mixed emotions. It's almost like you are blinded by what you desire. You cannot see anything else. This may not be the ram, because I don't think it's curved like that. It's usually more go to the sideways, and this goes to the back. So don't quote me on that. Forgive me. But here, nonetheless, it's like all these different energies are represented here. And what you focus on is a lion, fiery energy of your desire. And here you are totally, it's not even like you're confused. It's like you really need to understand, to sort out your feelings, to be a little bit more objective about what exactly that you want or how you're going to go about to get it. The next card we have is the Nine of Fire. Fiery energy. But the Nine of Fire is also a card of setting boundaries, of protecting the turf, of making sacrifices to keep things in order, to maintain the peace, the safety. 9 is also almost completion. The way this flower is right above the heart chakra that's lighted up, it's almost kind of like, I understand now. It's almost like someone have learned to tame that desire, right? That's like learning to set up boundaries, to know how far you want to let it go. The hair is on fire, but look in it. Oh yeah. Look at the second chakra there, what under the pelvic, and the pelvic bone, what we have activated. This is where all our desire, it stays, in that second chakra, where a guilt, how passion and desire, this is where it is. This is what activated here. But what's also activated is that flower that comes from the throat chakra all the way down to that heart chakra area. So, and the third eye as well. Look at this, the third eye as well. So we have here, it's not so much the heart. We have the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, and the second chakra here. It's almost like, you see the solar plexus, there's nothing happening here. It's almost kind of like there needs to be, those energies needs to be balanced. As far where the passion, desires is setting, to how you communicate it, and is it attached to something that's deeper, to your heart? Is it attached to something that's even more meaningful? It's not just desire, but it's not just passion, but it's also love. And how are you going to communicate it? How do you understand it with your mind's eye? Can you connect all of this thing? How can you connect it to that inner knowing, that deep knowing that you have? And I'm going to look at that 9 of fire for you in the book as well. I want to see if they add something to it. Like, because I'm getting like a message here of needing to not even to ground that energy, needing to see that desire not just as just pure passion, fire energy, to really learning how to tame it. Key phrases here: move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and attainment. Knowledge and experience bring ease. Give your best every time, do not seek praise or affirmation. Simplify your life. Remove obstructions and restrictions. And there's a sense you're putting all those different elements into being, into creating what you want. It's almost like moving from a place of, it's not even conflict or where like you're at angst, to a place of ease. moving through life with confidence is a big thing here with that attainment, fruition, inspiration. But in this case here, I truly feel having that desire card is attaining a new way of being, having mastered your own desire to make it work for you in a way that is more grounded, in a way that is more, I don't even want to say tame, that is more, that's not out of control, that you've been able, you've learned to really master that energy. Yeah. I'm going to take some clarification card for you, and I will start with the desire card for you, okay? Cappies, because I feel like some of you, and I feel like if it's not the last reading, but it was a reading before last where we're talking about Capricorn, that some of you were dealing with a sense of you are leading your base instinct taking over. Whether it was like, almost, I think the devil could represent you, but I think it was kind of like allowing addictions, whether it's addiction to money, addictions to sex. There was a message about passion and sex in that reading. It's either that last reading, the last week of July, or the week before that. But I remember doing a reading like this for you, okay, Capricorn, and having that 9 of Wands here, it's telling me like some of you have made peace with that. You have come to a place where you have mastered that energy, where you're not allowing it to drive you anymore, that you've learned how to work with it for yourself and to connect it with your different energy center. And because at the bottom of the deck here, what we have is the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air, it's about communication and using the intellect. But also she's a very decisive woman. She makes decision. She takes charge and control of a situation. She's not going to allow herself to just be driven by passion and desire. And that's why I have the counselor here. Remember what it says, the counselor gives sound advice, objective advice. He lays down the facts. The counselor is not driven by opinion or just by emotions. Here we go. You see? Eight of Swords. You are unchaining yourself from whatever that was on desire. Remember, I said I want to get the clarification on desire. You're removing yourself from this. If some of you, okay, this is way too much. We're not taking any of those. If some of you really have been dealing with a situation, and for some of you, it literally could have been either an addiction with another. Some of you, and I know it's not going to resonate. Oh, sorry, I'm picking up this card from the floor, and I know it's not going to resonate with to everybody. And for whatever reason, I feel like I need to stage this for you right there, Capricorn. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but for those people that it resonates with, Capricorn. And I know you're not seen as this passionate person who are usually driven by base instincts, lower chakra energy. You seem to be more grounded. You're an earth sign. You need to, Capricorn deals with order, disciplines, a career, and a mental aspect of things, wanting to achieve, right? The Capricorns are usually overachievers in a lot of ways. I feel like there is, wherever it is, this is connecting with, and especially me, because most of the time I don't even remember those readings. I'm a Capricorn moon. If I'm doing a reading, I feel like there's a message in there for me. I have to go back and watch it afterwards so I can get the message. Look at this. There's something here I need to see. The 6 of Fire. Okay, you are going to overcome this. You are going to overcome this. And look at the face in that 6 of Fire. Look at the face. This is the devil. This is the card we usually see at the devil energy. Do we see that? But the 6 of Fire is the card of overcoming. It's the card of what's the word? It's the card of success, right? Of winning. And here we have this almost like a mystic sitting in his throne with that cup on. There's a dark and light image of 2 masculines there, crossing 2 swords, light and dark. And what we see is that devil head, right? It's almost like the horns of an elk, almost. What they call the antennas of an elk. Underneath, the Queen of Air. That is taking control, making decision to cut some stuff out that no longer serve you. And here we have, and I'm definitely going to look at that 6 for you, because I knocked this whole thing out because it needed to be seen. It's very much part of the reading right now for you, Cappies. And that's what I'm talking about. I remember doing a reading for you, especially remembering this reading, because that doesn't usually happen. That there was some people that was the, for those of you that connects with this energy, you will remember this reading if you've seen it. And I'm going to go back so I can find that reading. So I'll put in the comment for some of you to go and check it out, because I pretty much remember it was for Capricorn. And it was early July, sometimes in the month of July or end of June. It was not that long ago. And for that recollection to come through. But regardless, Capricorn, the message I'm getting is, it's you cutting yourself, removing yourself from the situation. And for some of you, it was literally being addicted whether to somebody or being addicted to some kind of sexual activities that was not to your best and highest good. And here I feel like you're finally overcoming this. You're finally learning how to you see, Queen of Swords again. I give you the head of peace, or you have my swords. This is you really taking charge of the situation, finding your own power, not allowing anything to overcome you. We have the Queen of Air twice. You're ready to really make a move, to really take control of your life, of this situation. Using your mind, being objective about it, seeing where you might, the pitfalls were, where you went the wrong way. And yes, for some of you, it's not about sexual addiction or some kind of negative habit, right? And for some of you, it's not about that. But apply it to your life the way you see fit. But here, what I'm getting right now, especially this card's pushing to the side so I could see that 6 of fire underneath. This is definitely the message I'm getting. Clarification on the 9 of fire for Cappies, Spirit. Clarification on the 9 of fire. Clarification on the 9 of fire, because here with that hair blowing up there, looking almost like a blaze of fire, there's still passion. But look at the rest of him. What we see is the alignment, is a balancing act between the chakras. The solar plexus is not lighted because this is not a goal. This is not an objective. The biggest one we see is this, the second chakra. That's the biggest a light bulb we see. That it's bigger than all the other ones. But at least the throat chakra is activated. At least the heart chakra is activated. And the third eye chakra is definitely activated. Wow. What I say? 6 of air. Moving away. Purposefully, consciously making the decision by using your mind, your intellect, to move away from this. This is travel. This is leaving behind troubled water, going to calmer sea. And yes, for some of you, you may have to literally leave a situation, leave a person, leave an environment in order to attain that peace. In order to find I almost want to say that safe zone, if you will. One more on the 9 of fire. Leaving behind your troubles, willing to travel. And they're cross water here. Someone willing to travel long distance. Look at this. And yes, it is a leap of faith. This is making a decision to start anew. The Fool is a new beginning, and you're not gonna regret it. Because look, in the regular tower, we see this energy here. This man sitting on top of the cliff, contemplating, should I jump? This is the after tarot. Jumping has already happened, and he's still happy. He's smelling the roses. This is that rose that was right here at the bottom, sitting at the throat chakra. This is that flower that was close to the throat chakra, and this man still talking it out, still trying to communicating. Throat chakra talks about communication, expressing yourself. Because some of you, it's just because that's the way you express yourself, that negative way of being, that desire. Like what I feel is lust. And now you jump, you have the flower to your nose, because you did it. You don't feel like, you know, you're losing control. You still have a hand up there, like, but you're not scared. The puppy is still up there barking happily, but you know you can just reach out, because here you're touching the top of the cliff and grab. The jump wasn't as high as you thought. The work that needs to be done wasn't as high as it was. Once you make that move, you realize, okay, that wasn't so bad, and I'm more the happiest and merrier for it. And yes, for some of you Capricorn, I know that message was very directed to a certain group. It may be for some of you, that desire may just be you wanting everything, because we have all of these elements here, archetype here. You, like, and the eyes are so pronounced. You wanting this and this and this and this, to the way where you become stuck to these desires, to all those things that you want to do. You become emotional about it. That's what that 12 of water is telling us. Mixed emotions. You don't even know. You can't even concentrate. You can't even focus, because there's so many things that are right there that you want to do. There's so many thoughts, ideas, and feelings about all those things, right? It's not objective thinking like a Capricorn usually would think of, as is, what are my goals? How do I want to pursue it? It's coming from like the low vibration of a Capricorn. As in, I want. And then you don't even know, what do I really want this? How do I really feel about this? And now you're removing yourself from the situation of desire and just lusting after things, whether it's a sexual issue for you guys, or it's like a wanting stuff. You're cutting yourself out of it. You're taking charge of yourself, of that situation. We have the Queen of Swords twice. This is no joke. We only need one Queen of Swords. And look what's at the tip of that sword. A butterfly. Transformation. After you remove yourself, you cut that cord. That's the sword that's cutting that cord. To remove yourself from this restraint. What happens? It's transformation. The butterfly here is telling us things will transform. It will transform yourself, your situation, the way you think of it, the way you see it, the way you understand it, and the way you express yourself about it. It will not be coming from a place of fear or this want. It will come from an intellect, and from your intellect, about what do you really want. Is it connected to your heart, or is it just based on fear? That's why the heart chakra is illuminated here. Yes, you want desire, second chakra. But is it in alignment with what you truly want? What matters to you? What's important to you? What you love? Or those that you love? And can you express it in a loving way? Can you express it in a way that's really do service to the situation and to those around you? And is it coming from your higher mind? From a higher perspective? Temperance. This is the healing. This is angelic protection for you, Cappies. This is Archangel Michael doing his thing on your behalf. Water pouring. This is alchemical process. What needs to be sent back will be sent back. What needs to come from the divine, the blessing that needs to come from above, will come down. We will throw away the things that no longer serve us. We will remove ourselves from them. And we will take on the blessings from above. As above, so below. Angelic protection and healing with the Temperance card. And oh, there's a card that flew here. I didn't even see it. What do we have? Five of. I don't know when it flew out or where it goes to. But this is a card of conflict. I don't need to see that to know. That's why you're moving myself from this restraint. This has brought conflict into your life. That's why it's not doing you any service. That's why you have to stop it. That's why you have to cut it out. That's why you have to remove yourself from it. This brought conflict into your life. This is not good. This is not a desire about, oh, I want beautiful things. This is what. No. This is negative energy here. And I said I wanted to look at that 6 of fire for you. Let's do that now. Let's do that now. And key phrases for that 6 of fire. Resolution is needed. Kid you not. First key phrase. Communication and diplomacy required. Be willing to make concessions Let go of bias. Be open-minded. Know the facts, not just emotions. Know the facts. What are the facts of the situation? What is really important? What is really going on? Why are you doing this? Why do you want those things? What are you going to do for you? There are times in our lives, reading from the book, folks, there are times in our lives when we may find ourselves caught up in a dispute or conflict after boundaries have been crossed. Boundaries have been crossed. This is the card of boundaries. This is what you're trying to restore. After boundaries have been crossed, or our feelings hurt or ego bruised. Yes. Conflict. Hurt feelings. Because right now you have mixed emotions. You're all in your feelings. That's why the counselor is needed. To be objective. If lines of communication remain open and both parties are willing, the conflict can be resolved. That's why that flower is wet there on that throat chakra. Communication. Expressing ourselves. And that's why at the end, once you set up these boundaries, that's why now he's smelling that flower. Success. We moved away. That's the card of moving away from that conflict. We come from the 5 of Swords, which is conflict, to the 6 of Swords. Literally getting on that boat and leave that field, leave that environment, leave that person, leave that conflict, that situation behind. Because it serves no purpose that is positive. I don't even need to go any further because this card is very new to me. Like I said, I think I mentioned that at the beginning. I'm still learning it. But for whatever reason, Spirit really wanted me to use it. And I understand it as soon as I started the first reading, because the messages were like, have been so intense during this time. They've been so intense. And yes, I do not mind pulling the book to get you any extra information, because this is all about sending the message. And Spirit send message in all different ways. But as you will see, every single one of them, before I even look in the book, I already channel the energy. Because this card doesn't exist in the regular tarot, the 12 of Counselor. That would be oh, I'm going to take only the top one, okay? We had flippers here. This is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. You already knew. You already knew. Whether it's just you, your own negative habits, or someone else you're dealing with, on negativity, negative way of relating, negative way of communicating, that have all those desires that are overshadowing everything, that are creating conflict in the situation, that you feel stuck to, that you know you need to remove yourself, you need to cut that way of relating, you need to stop it, you need to resolve the situation, you need to express yourself in a healthy way to heal this whole thing. Whichever, whether it's on your side or someone else's side, you already knew. The signs are cautioning you. You already knew. You've already seen it. Passion. What did I say? Talking about desire and passion at the bottom of the deck. Allow your heart and soul to sing. But here, passion can go 2 ways. Passion can be too much passion. I feel here for some of you, it might be there's been way too much passion. It's just been too much of that lower energy that's been singing with joy. Now you need to let your heart and soul to go. You need to include your third eye. You need to include within your mind's eye, being able to see things not just with your 2 eyes, but with that inner deep knowing, that intuition. To open your heart to the situation, that it cannot just be about your fears, about your desires, and about passion. It has to be more. And for some of you, that's what the issue has been. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. What's been singing with joy for a lot of you, it's just been that base energy, just the bottom part of your body. For those people that are connecting with this right here. And I have to find this reading. I'm gonna make myself a note to make sure I attach it, because it's not the first time this message has come through for you, Capricorn. But the good news is you are taking that leap of faith to rectify the situation, okay? To either remove yourself from it, to cut it out completely, or cut that person out of your life, And by the way, we have a lot of swords energy. So especially for those of you that are dealing with in air sign, whether that is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, that's of greater significance. We have the Queen of Air, Queen of Swords at the bottom. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords again. And we have the Six of Swords. And the Fool is also sometimes seen as Gemini energy or Aries energy. So that is a lot of air energy, clarifying all these cards for you, Cappies. But there's healing coming. You're protected though in this situation. With the Temperance card, it is finding moderation too. Temperance is about tempering the whole thing, tempering yourself. But it's coming from above. It's coming from the divine. It's angelic protection, okay, and healing. This is Madame Endora's fortune card. Let's pull in the fortune card for you, okay? And I know this reading are running long this first week. For whatever reason, during this first week of the month, they always run long no matter how much I try. So that's the way it's supposed to go. This is like a recurring thing. And I'm not even going to apologize for it. That is just the way it is. Serendipities at the bottom. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. So don't lose faith. You are making the change. Bright new prospects on the horizon. You cross the water here. You are going on a new horizon. You jump off that cliff. You are taking a new leap of faith. So keep the faith. Keep your spirit up, Capricorn. The dagger, conflict and danger lie in wait. That's what you've been going through. That's what you've been going through, okay? The spirit, unseen forces watch over you. Do you see that? And they came together. And I've been taking one card. Even when multiple comes, I put it back. For whatever reason, I didn't feel like I needed to put it back. Because this message was supposed to come together for you. Let's not forget the dagger here, which is the danger sign. Right? Conflict and danger. That's again, swords energy. Five of Swords, conflict. That's like the same energy that's following you. That's where your conflict and danger is coming from that swords energy, from that air energy. And from some of you, it may not be the person, it literally may be just through your mind, your own mind, that your own desires and the way you're seeing things, you're thinking it through, you're approaching things, you're interpreting things, you're communicating things. That's where that negative energy, that negative way of relating, that addictions, that negativity is coming from. If it's not another person for you. But let's keep, do you see the synchronicity here? It is still that same air energy, that dagger, that sword, that's showing you that danger sign. Danger and conflict lie for you. But be not worried. That danger here, with that dagger, again, with that Five of Swords, will be rectified by spirit. That is your sign. That's a Temperance card. Do you see how the message, no matter how you slice and dice it, it remains the same? That's why some people I see have 20 cards on the table. I don't need 20 cards. In passing, I channeled energy. The message comes through me, just flow through me. That's the Holy Spirit give me the message. I'm tuned to my to spirit. I meditate on the energy of the people that are supposed to receive this message. You will get this message. You'll understand this is for me. But do you see the synchronicity, the consistency? Unseen forces watch over you. Yes. Angelic protection, guidance, healing. They will help you to remove whatever doesn't serve you and pour it right back into the river, the ocean, and the sea. What you want is that from above, from the heavens. That's the cup that you'll be receiving from spirit. That's the healing you will be receiving. With that dove here, drinking from that cup, pouring into that cup, if you will. Peace. Love. That's what dove stand for. Isn't that beautiful, Cappies? So no matter how tough things are, yes, this reading might have been tough, the message for some people, just know For those of you that this message resonate with, this is a warning sign. And there's a sense of timing here where spirit is telling you time is now. With that Queen of Swords, it's time to cut this ish out. And you have it twice. It's time to take charge of the situation, to control whatever this is, whether it's an inner thing, a personal thing, or it's something that's dealing with other people, it's an external thing. It's time to cut it out right now, to move away from it, to remove yourself. Take that leap of to just get going. And you're getting help along the way. You're being helped along the way, okay? I'm sending you so much love during this time, Capricorn. And please, there's no need to put a thumbs down on this message. And yes, I know it's long. Even if it's 2 people that needed to watch it and get the message, I am fine with that completely. And I'm so grateful Spirit is using me. God is using me to relay these messages. Understand this is a general reading. Do not try to make it fit. If you're reading it, you're like, what is she talking about? That means that is not my situation. Trust it. This is not your situation, and keep it moving. Okay? Perhaps next week it will be. I will channel your own energy, and then it might resonate with you. But until then, please keep in mind, this is not a personal reading. If you want clarification, you want something that's more personalized, contact a reader. There are many readers on YouTube. I myself, I'm doing personal reading again. I've opened that up for my YouTube family here. So if you want a personal reading, you can contact me or contact any other reader that you feel comfortable with, that you can connect with. Okay. I'm humming a lot. So I'm sending again. Come back next week. Check out the readings. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. I'm so sorry, Capricorn. I've been doing a lot of talking, and I feel like it's time to stop now. And I always know when it's time to stop. It's time to stop now. So yours will be the last reading for today. And I truly hope that you receive this reading in high spirit. I feel like I have to keep saying that, because just know you are at the tail end of this, okay? Yes, it's a tough reading, but it's the success on the other hand. You are doing the work, and you have a lot of help from the other side, okay? From God. God is helping you on this path for you to really find your balance here, to go back to calmer seas, okay? And as always, remember, love is indeed the only answer. Thank you so much. Bye, Cappies.